Do you recognize this style, this bag? Of course you do. For the past more than 30 years, we have been the OEM factory for most of the luxury brands around the world. Gucci, Prada, Coach, Louis Vuitton.
Louis Vuitton and Chanel will hate me if I tell you this, revealing the secret behind big brand. Let's go! Heng Long from Singapore, or Odin Rice for their landscape from France.
As a person who used to buy a bunch of dunks and expensive sneakers for no reason, like you literally can't tell the difference.
Boutique price $23,000, but Guangzhou price $600.
Alright y'all, so right now it's been about a week since everyone have basically discovered that they may have been buying fake, but not so fake clothing and bags from their favorite retailers, and they got social media in the chokehold. If you scroll through TikTok, YouTube, all you see is videos of Chinese manufacturers exposing a lot of secrets concerning some of your favorite name brands and letting you know that America has been playing as consumers for basically the past decade, maybe even more. It just goes to expose the same capitalism that we know exists already, but it's another story whenever it's shown and proved to you where you have no choice but to believe it. However, I'm here to tell y'all that this been a thing for years and years and years. The problem with society is nobody cares until you're told to care. Nobody cares unless it's a big blog post on their favorite gossip platform, and then suddenly everyone's outraged over something that's been in existence for the longest. How many times have you heard in the past that Apple has been under fire over harsh child labor in China? Or how much times have we heard that the cost to make a pair of Jordans is anywhere from $15 to $20, but yet by the time it hits the United States, we're paying triple the price. So like I said, a lot of this information been public, but once again, nobody seems to care about it until everybody cares about it. If y'all remember back in the day, Alibaba's owner Jack Ma used to do conferences encouraging people to deal with manufacturers that they provide on their platform to cut the middleman out. This is way before dropshipping became a thing, and before that, you also had DHgate as well. There was always avenues to cut the middleman out if you knew how to source the correct way. Now, as far as these videos go, we're going to review some of these videos where Chinese manufacturers are now exposing some of your big brands and encouraging Americans to deal with them directly, since the United States wanted to come out with tariffs and all the weird stuff that they got going on right now within the trade wars. But anyway, there's a bunch of videos that they have out there, so I just post a few of them right now, and then y'all could go think about it and review it on Instagram or TikTok and start looking at them yourselves and just take it from there, man. Let's get into it, but before we do, make sure you hit that thumbs up button so we can get this video into the algorithm, and if you not subscribed to the platform already, make sure you do so now. Let's get into it.
Hey, Supreme, yeah, let me get that red drip. $25 for a Supreme bag.
That's a real one?
It's real fake. No one's gonna know the difference. Is it spelled right? Is it spelled right? Is this how you spell it? Supreme? Yeah. $28? Yeah. Cheap. I'm gonna sell this in the US for millions.
Alright, so basically what that video was about, I guess, I forgot his name, very big YouTuber back in the days, but he went to China, and as he went to China, he's on the street market. You know how they got the markets outside, and they have Supreme bags. Now, here's the thing. The reason why this is so prevalent right now is because they're saying that a lot of these bags that were made in the factory, even though the real ones are the real ones, technically they also have fake ones that was made in the same factory, quote unquote fake. So the thing is it really fake if it was made in the same factory, or are you just being bamboozled? Right? If y'all remember back in the day, not too long ago, I think a couple years ago, you had Ben Baller. He exposed his good friend Nico for selling fake Bape hoodies. And keep in mind, Nico is the owner of Bape.
There's a heavy influence I can tell you about Bape that I'm not going to tell you. I mean, I guess, fuck it. I don't know if you know this, but you know, like in 06, 07, when everyone was wearing the full zip, the hoodies. Anyways, there was fakes everywhere. Lil Wayne was wearing stuff. This is like 06 when it was crazy. that was wearing babe shoes instead of Air Force Ones. There was fakes that were so good out there, and they were coming out, and it was nuts. Shark hoodies, anyways. So they were coming out. When I found out that Nigo owned the factory that was producing the fakes, I was like, wow.
For y'all that don't know, I think he's a co-owner, whatever. He's the owner of Bape. He says that what Nico did was, being that Bape was so much in demand, back in 2006 and 2007, he would take a separate amount, right, from the Bape hoodies that was already being manufactured. He would take a separate amount. He owned the warehouse and produced these Bape shark hoodies that you seen everybody wearing at a point in time, and sold them for less. So if the Bape hoodies was $400, he was selling them for like $80. But the thing is, were they really fake if they were being manufactured by the owner in his own warehouse? He just understood the market. He understood the fake market, and yeah, so he was making money both ways. He was getting the real money and he was getting the fake. That's smart. Let's go to the next video.
Know who is producing high quality accessories for those luxury brands like Chanel, Estee Lauder, L'Oreal? You're saying you're the supplier behind all these beauty accessories for those big luxury brands? L'Oreal, MAC, Chanel, Bobbi Brown, and even Rosewood Hotel.
Last week we also received our order, Royston. Yeah, the comb like 20,000 pieces, one color.
Now show me your factory, show me the production line.
Here, this is our cutting room. So you can see the machine, the color clip, and the comb here. After cutting, we can take the color clips out. Like this. Here's our molding area. Take off the plate. After make the mold, mold the shape, so we can include the spring and the flower accessories.
This is like the final touch up. You have to polish and check like the
defective.
Quality control.
Here's our coating plate. After the surface, we will spray a drawing effect. Here's our packing plate. Here is one of our warehouse. Here is our
Oh, there you go. So not only clothes, y'all, beauty products, combs, brushes. They named beauty lines such as L'Oreal. They not playing.
Who are the suppliers of Zara in China? The supplier of Zara shoes is Yuanli Tong Shoes. The supplier of Zara coat is Tongli Clothing, and it's also the OEM factory for H&M. And the supplier of Zara's knitwearing is Wanli Weaving. I'm Luna. Comment and let me know what other suppliers behind the big brand you want to know.
Oh, there you go. So for y'all out there that that want to get into the clothing industry, and you're looking, because if y'all know, H&M and Zara have some of the best material for cheap. So if they're able to sell it for cheap, just imagine how much they're getting it for. That's why they're able to, sell it for cheap. And it's good, it's good quality. So now that you know the manufacturers who's behind it, you better get on it.
Wholesalers, it's 2024 and you still don't know who are the suppliers behind Dior? Their knitwears and cardigans are from Beyond Garments from Hangzhou. Beyond Garments is also the supplier behind many luxury brands from America and Europe like Sandra, Maj, Versace. Second, most of the Dior's cosmetic products are actually produced by Taiho Group, which is also the supplier behind Lancome and Loewe. Third, 24-hour packaging technology from Shenzhen provide exquisite packaging and bags for Dior. Of course, Dior has their own factories in many countries, supplies different products for them. If you want to know more about this part of the information, tell me in the comment section so I'll prepare for my next videos. I'm Luna. Follow me for more China sourcing tips.
They exposing everything.
Who are the suppliers behind Lululemon? Some of their yoga wears are actually from Xianglong Clothing and Huang Qisheng Clothing. And guess what? Both factories located in Yiwu here. And these two factories also supply clothing for Fila and Under Armour. I guess most of you know the price of Lululemon or other big brands. They sell you a legging pants for $100. And guess what? Here in these two factories, you can get them for around $5 to $6. Crazy. Wow. And what's even...
See, and you know what's crazy? They know exactly what they're doing. They know, see, and this is why America, we got to get our heads out our butts, man, because our pride, our ego is so through the roof as if we're perfect. We've been in debt to China forever, and yet we got the nerve to put tariffs, have tax wars, all type of stuff like they don't know a lot of our secrets. Some people going to take heed to it, some people's not. But it's been a known thing that when you go to China, a lot of those brands that you come out here to United, A lot of those big brands that you come to United States for, them same brands you paying thousands of this or that, 9 times out of 10, you're only just paying for the name, to be honest with you. But at the end of the day, them things cost way, way less. And sometimes you don't even know the difference.
Even better, the material and the craftsmanship are basically the same because they all come the same production line. See, this is why people come to China and looking for the OEM factory, because they just can get the cheapest and best quality
Straight from the
production there
source.
and sell you, I don't know how much. All right, guys, if you want to know more about Lululemon or any other active wear brands, leave your message in the comment section. I'm Luna, your reliable sourcing partner.
Crazy.
Louis Vuitton and Chanel will hate me if I tell you this, revealing the secret behind big brand. Let's go! Honglong from Singapore, or Replicas for their lambskin from France. Tannery Haas, Italian Tannery, Fight. Labritecna from Italy. Guess where I found all those secret suppliers? All in APIF, Hong Kong. It's only the first day of this exhibition. There are still 2 more days to go. Don't miss this, come over.
Do you recognize this style, this bag? Of course you do. For the past more than 30 years, we have been the OEM factory for most of the luxury brands around the world. Gucci, Prada, Coach, Louis Vuitton, you name it. But for this, I am not proud because we were only making our wages. The profit margin for the people who are actually making the bags are very low. What I'm really proud of is that first, we have the best quality control. 2, we have the best craftsmanship. You know, Chinese craftsmen are always intelligent and diligent. 3, we have the most complete supply chain. We always get what we want, like zippers, accessories of any kind, any color, and leathers immediately. Now, as the USA and its little European brothers are trying to refuse Chinese goods, don't you think luxury brands are not trying to move their OEM out of China? Yes, they did, but they failed because the OEM factories out of China, they don't have good quality control and they don't have as good.
So, you know, for y'all, if y'all watching this and y'all don't know what OEM means, right? When they say OEM manufacturer or OEM factory, the Google definition will say, quote, an original equipment manufacturer is a company whose goods are used as components in the products of another company. Put simply, an OEM creates parts and components that are used by other companies in their finished products. In a nutshell, it means like if you have a product, you're getting it made from somewhere, but it's under your business. It's under your line. Yes, it's yours. Yes, you have the rights to it, but you're outsourcing when it comes to it being manufactured. And pretty much when you do things like that, people have your secrets. And that's what's going on right now with China. They have the secrets, and being that they're trying to move the OEM factories out of China, the tariffs, the tax wars and everything that's going on, they're exposing them. Y'all want to leave us? Y'all want to, take away the jobs and everything from us? Guess what? Y'all could try, but y'all really can't because we have the craftsmanship, right? We have the products, and we just overall, we have the experience.
Workers are either too expensive or too lazy. 3, they don't have any supply chain. They always have trouble getting leather or zippers or any accessories. That is why they failed, and that is why we will always be the best OEM factory for luxury brands. Why don't you just contact us and buy from us? You won't believe the prices we give you.
And basically, you hear what he said? They got to outsource anyway. Right? Poor quality on leathers, poor quality on little parts, the stuff that they already have, because once again, it's experience. They've been doing this forever. And they either manufacture it or they know how to outsource it, and that's their hustle. Let's get to the next video.
Now that I discovered the fence, you guys, I'm never going back. As a person who used to buy a bunch of dunks and expensive sneakers for no reason, like you literally can't tell the difference. So these are some dunks that I got from GBS. It's a New York store that sells Jordan's sneakers, but you literally cannot tell the difference. Like, seriously. Again, comparing these to my Teddy dunks, you literally cannot tell the difference.
Crazy.
The stars on the tip and everything. Like, seriously. I would much rather get these for free and actually make money by promoting them than spending my actual money, which I bust my and work hard for, on sneakers that I only wear like once or twice.
Now, to be honest with y'all, I feel a lot of this is based on, choice. It's really based on you, the type of person you are. Some people got no problem wearing fakes, right? Some people have enough clout, or they feel people know them enough to where they can put on anything and people will believe that it's real anyway, right? So I think it's really like a choice, because some people get away with it, some people can't. But to be honest with you, I always said I can't do it because I just can't, right? But now when you see things like this, it's like, all right, well, some of these things are manufactured in the same factory. Now, those I don't consider fake. But when you got the other ones, you know, they feel a little hollow and light, and I don't know, man. But I think at that point, it's just a choice. Let's get to the next video.
Boutique price, $23,000. But Guangzhou price, $600. Let's expose luxury's dirty pricing secrets. Take this Kelly bag, a must-have for socialites. We work with the same leather and hardware suppliers as Amos, so I'll give you the raw truth. Cost breakdown. Leather, 1 pair markup skin height makes 3 bags. Cost $19.3 per foot, $578 per head, $193 per bag. Lining, goat skin, $50. Hardware, vacuum plated German steel, $100. Thread, Italian waxed thread, $55. Edge paint, finished water-based edge paint, $60. Packaging, $20. Not including labor. Total material cost, $478. Boutique price, $23,000. My version, same material, same craftsmanship, 0 brand tax. 1/10 the price. We sent both bags to a third-party lab. Results: leather durability better than original. Hardware oxidation resistance better than original. Why pay for a logo when you get identical quality? Save the $20,000 for things that actually matter.
So basically he's saying, what we doing is we just paying for the logo. That's pretty much it. We're paying for the logo. Let's get to the next video.
Would you like to get your favorite luxury items for up to 99% off? China has just pulled the ultimate Uno reverse card. I have a list just for you guys. Click like, share, comment luxury. Make sure you save this post and share this exclusive list. Number 7 is going to blow you away. The first on the list is going to be DHgate, dhgate.com. The first on that list was DHgate. Second up, we have Nihai. That is Nihai. If I pronounce this incorrectly, excuse me, but Nihai. Next up, that's number 2. .com. Sometimes you gotta do .com.cn, or just Google search, or put in AI. Let AI find it. Third on the list, VIP.com. Fourth on that list is bao.com. That's BAO66.com. If I'm tearing these names up, excuse me, but bao.com. That's for your purses. Fifth on that list, naila.com.cn. That's NAL.com.cn. The next up on that list is go, the number 2.cn, or might have to put .com.cn. That's for the women's shoes. Next up is at Louis Jewelry. That's LOUIS Jewelry. Next up, we're gonna have at Halo Sister Wig. That's the social media profile. So it's at Halo Sister Wig. If you want those iPhone 16 Pros or Apple products, this one is crazy, guys. I found this guy. I looked at the social media profile. I'm surprised he's not blocked yet. This one is iFengPay Brody. That is IFENGPAI, then BRODY. That's on TikTok. This guy sent everything viral. TikTok blocked his profiles. You know, really begs the difference. TikTok ran by China, but that's another question. They blocked his profiles. It's SENBAGS. This is for all the bag lovers. The same quality bags. If you've been sourcing or you're trying to make your own brand or get the exact same quality bags, do whatever you want to do. That's SENBAGS.com. Sendbags. He's the one who sent all this stuff super viral recently. Okay, this one is going to be for the auto parts. Anybody looking for auto parts? It is Guy P. Ren. That's GIPEIREN.com. That's for the auto part people. last but not least, Luna, sourced from China. She has this big social media following all over socials. So if you've been looking for that ultimate list for all the suppliers, whether it's Dior, Louis, Nike, whoever it may be, guys, she's gonna have every single contact for your Lululemons. Guys, crazy long list of suppliers that she gives you direct names.
Pretty much I had to end that off with there because he's giving a whole list of, you know, if you want to find out about somebody with bags, clothes, auto parts, whatever it is you want, you know, he gave a whole little list there. And if y'all want, y'all can actually rewind it and check it out once again. Now, like I told y'all, when I say a bunch of videos, whether it's on TikTok, Instagram, Threads, Twitter, it's all over. If you want to check it out, you could just go search it. But all we did was bring a little awareness to it and post it for you guys to get a gist of it. But like I said, it's thousands upon thousands of videos. All right, we'll be here forever. But in the meantime, man, y'all let me know what y'all think about all this that's going on. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell so you're notified every time we drop new content. And remember, as long as you keep on watching, I'm gonna keep on dropping. I'm out.